Alright, what up, y'all? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, maybe even the notification bell, the like button, the share button, all that fun jazz. We are going to get an overall theme and or topic for the Scorpio collective. What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know in the next week ahead? What does Scorpio need to know in the next week ahead? Three more. A 1, a 2, a 3. All right, top card is the card we need. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Some crazy artwork on this one. Cause and effect for Scorpio. So I do feel like intuitively you've made some decisions, you've took action, you've done something, you've invested in something or someone possibly, and you definitely could be getting the effects of that decision in the next week. Or seeing the effects, mind you. Right, cause and effect. For every action, there is an equivalent reaction. Every cause results in an effect. The cause is what makes an event happen. The effect is the result of the cause. This is not a New Age concept. It is science. For example, a novice gardener spends hours creating a garden bed. They prepare the soil with care and then plant the seedlings they have purchased. They water them, and after reading the instructions, they fertilize the plants to keep them well nourished. Within a couple of weeks, they have a beautiful garden full of thriving plants and blooms. What if the novice gardener made different choices? What if they did not prepare the soil? What if they did not water the plants? What if they didn't read the instructions on the fertilizer packaging and used too much? The result would be the result would be that most of the seedlings die and those that remain do not thrive. As a consequence of their actions, they have little to show for their investment. Our actions yield a reward and consequence to a greater or lesser degree, depending on the choices we make and how we act upon them. Consider when something random occurs for no apparent reason. Some would suggest that this proves the concept of cause and effect is flawed. But our knowledge is limited. Even the greatest scientists do not know everything. As our knowledge expands, facts and theories evolve. With that in mind, just because we do not see a cause does not mean there isn't one. The relationship between cause and effect and the random and inexplicable is just more complicated and less apparent. Everything happens for a reason, so be thoughtful when making decisions and determining your direction. Weigh the pros and cons. Be aware that everything you do will affect your future. be aware that everything you do will affect your future. Cause and effect. Yeah, I do feel like you've done something, you've invested into something or someone, you put some sort of gears in motion, wheels in motion, and you're finally seeing maybe some sort of effect or result from that investment. We're going to start the reading off though. What do we have for Scorpio for the next week ahead? How does this cause and effect card affect or apply to the Scorpio's week ahead? Alrighty, 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your energy that you are showing up in the next week. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest energy. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Okay. Okay. Scorpio. I do feel like by you showing up in this world energy, the world card is a card of completion. We're completing a cycle. We're ending out one chapter of our life and about to start the next chapter. I do feel like you're possibly ending out a cycle in an environment, possibly where you live. Maybe you're ending a cycle where you're working somewhere. Now you're about to work elsewhere. You're done possibly with certain individuals, certain types of individuals, archetypes that don't see your vision for your future. You're definitely ready to start a new chapter. The world card is, yes, wrapping up that old chapter, closing doors where you need to, so that you may open new ones for the next chapter of your life. But Page of Cups and the challenge, I feel there might be either an apology on your part or on this person's part in your environment, whoever they may be. Whether it's an apology or just catching up, shooting the breeze, shooting the shit. Well, let's put it that way. Page of Cups is an energy of, hey, let's get together and catch up. Small talk. This is I have a crush on you. Let's say, I know we're in 3rd grade again, aren't we? Where we go steady. We go out with each other. What does that even mean? We're in 3rd grade. Page of Cups, though, this can be an apology, but maybe you don't feel so apologetic. Maybe this person doesn't want to apologize either. It's like, no. Why? Why should I apologize? I'm closing out a cycle. I'm ending out one chapter of my life so I can start another one. This person, however, they feel like either they deserve an apology or it's too stressful to even think about to give an apology because they're in 9 of Swords energy. They're in 9 of Swords, being anxious, being stressed out, possibly missing the Scorpio, possibly losing out on sleep, possibly needing a good night's rest. It's like, no, I don't want to apologize. But then again, I miss them. I'm finding it challenging to catch up with them, to send a message, a simple hi. I don't feel like the Scorpio is necessarily intimidating to this person. Here we have the Scorpio ending cycles, closing out chapters, and this person's like, uh-oh, they're leaving me behind. They're leaving me behind. What am I to do? Like I said, I don't feel like this is them. Yeah, I don't feel like the Scorpios are intimidating at this time. They're literally just like leaving people behind, speaking their truth, closing doors, ready to open another door, ready to start another chapter. This person in Nine of Swords could definitely be intimidated. They definitely could be intimidated that they're going to leave this person behind, that the Scorpio is leaving this person behind, not even being apologetic about it. But at the same time, there's a lack of an apology on this person's end as well. You know, if both of you share the same challenge, why isn't this person stepping up to the plate? Why aren't they apologizing or saying, "Hey, I miss you"? You know, or taking accountability for how they played a part and the Scorpio walking away. Isn't that what all of us, to some degree, hope for? Sure, an apology would not help us heal. An apology won't give us the clarity and or closure we need. Most times we have to create that closure for ourselves. We have to decide, hey, it's time to let this go. Hey, holding on to this is only hurting me. I need to step into the next chapter of my life. And holding on to the grief, the pain, the resentment, it hurts. It hurts too much. It's time to let this go, at least on the Scorpio's part. I'm not sure if this person is willing to let you go, though. I'm not sure if this person's willing to let you go, Scorpio. And yet, the similarities or common ground between you both is that neither of you are willing to speak up about it. I feel like you're just closing that door. You're not even wanting to say your piece. You're not wanting to apologize. You might not even be aware that this person is in Nine of Swords energy, stressed out, anxious, losing out on sleep. I feel like you're just minding your own business and closing the door. It's like, okay, whatever, I gotta let this go. Time to start the next chapter of my life. And this person is like, they're trying to remain stoic as well. So if you are in world energy to King of Cups, this tells me this combination. Yep, I'm closing the door. I'm not even going to speak to this person about it. And then they are simultaneously, yes, in the King of Cups energy, but for different reasons. They miss you. They're stressed out. They're possibly crying over you. They're possibly anxious that you're leaving them, but they're not speaking up about it. It's like, let me just bottle up my emotions. As unhealthy as that can be, no matter that, no mind that. Sure, that's unhealthy to bottle up my emotions and then let it all come out all at once, but no. Let's do it, you know? It's almost as if this person doesn't mind drinking more than necessary. They don't mind smoking more than necessary. They don't mind overdoing something until it gets to the point where it's like, oh, yeah, I possibly should have done something about that, you know, a day or two ago, a week ago, a month ago, maybe. Maybe this person is unaware that bottling up your emotions, your stress, you know, if this person has a creative hobby, then awesome. But I'm not sure if they do. I'm not sure if they're aware that, hey, you can release those emotions in healthy ways. other than bottling them up. I feel like this bottling up of their emotions, it's bound to be shook like a bottle of soda or a can of soda. If y'all know what happens when you shake a can or a bottle of soda or a pop. Some of y'all want to call it pop, some of you soda, whatever the case. Soda pop maybe. The tower card is the possible outcome or advice. The tower is that unexpected, shocking surprise. It can be shocking. Maybe it's not necessarily so surprising. It's like, wow, this person finally woke up and reached out to me. This person finally got the balls to speak up and, speak their emotions, express themselves, communicate that they miss the Scorpio, that they're stressed out, that they want to give to this relationship. Why? After they're closing the door on them? The Scorpio could have definitely known this day would have happened, or this day would have come. It's like, I shouldn't have to close the door on this person for them to finally let the tower fall and just come in, and throw up all of their emotions all over the Scorpio. Like, all right, thanks. Yeah, I get it. You love me, but now there's an emotional mess all over me. What the heck? Yes, the Tower card could have been expected by the Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. It could be a shocking surprise. It could be a belief system that was built on false foundations. For instance, if you and this individual thought one way about each other, or let's take it one step less. Let's say you could have swore you knew this person all the way up and down. They're never going to reach out. They're over me. They're unbothered. They're moving on. They themselves are ending out a chapter. And it could be that they're walking away from me. So what am I to do? So I feel like the Scorpio, is also feeling the need to end that chapter as well. Okay, I guess I'll walk away as well. I want peace. This person isn't budging. They're obviously not apologizing for abandoning the situation, ghosting possibly, not nurturing the connection for sure, as much as the Scorpio possibly has. But it's not really a tit for tat type of deal. It's like, oh, this person's not reaching out, even though they're stressed out. And the Scorpio might not even know that this person's stressed out, but no matter the case, whether they're stressed out or not, whether the Scorpio knows this, the Scorpio knows they're not expressing something. They're not communicating to the Scorpio. So it's like, okay, they must be ending out their own cycle, closing a door on me, says the Scorpio. So the mature thing to do is to close the door on them and move on to the next chapter of my life. I do feel like the possible outcome could be that you are surprised by this person. Once you finally close that door on them, once you finally release them, something shocking might happen and they reach out. Like, where have you been? I'm not sure if they're wanting you to question them. Of course not. Of course they're not wanting you to question them. Where have you been? All this time. When you could have expressed, yesterday, you could have expressed something. The day before, you could have expressed something. You could have reached out and communicated to me the day before that, or the week before that, the week before that, last month, the month before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure the Scorpio wouldn't want to badger this person, but at the same time, it's like, hey, can we just be done? Can we just be done? I'm sure to some degree you miss me, and why wouldn't you? The Scorpios are a lovable zodiac sign. Yes, they do have their bad reputation for this or for that, but so don't every other zodiac sign. Let's not compare zodiac signs. Let's not compare toxic traits, negative traits here. Every zodiac sign is lovable, and if this person feels like they had something good with the Scorpio and they're going to miss out on something good, like they really fucked up. Maybe it's time they express something, let that tower fall, stop bottling up their emotions and speak up so they don't lose the Scorpio forever. We are going to clarify this reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the like button, the share button, all that jazz. I do personal paid readings over on TikTok. If you're interested, go over there and follow me. I haven't been going live over on TikTok though because for whatever reason it's acting funky. Either TikTok is, or my phone is, or I'm sure it's not the internet because the internet's working just fine for everyone else in the house, but hey, that's just my luck. It's whatever. But any Hoosers, definitely go over there and follow me. I try to make content to keep everyone over there happy in my own time. With that being said, yes, do reach out if you would like a personal paid reading. That is through Cash App, by the way. Let's go ahead and clarify this reading, though, Scorpio. Alrighty, what do we have to clarify this reading for Scorpio? 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. We've already dug pretty deep in this reading. And why wouldn't we? The Scorpios are a pretty in-depth zodiac sign anyways, so it only makes sense. Alrighty, Scorpio. We are clarifying the World card in your energy. Nice! Clarifying the Page of Cups in the challenge. Clarifying the 9 of Swords in this person's energy. Clarifying the King of Cups. And the similarities or common ground between you both. And clarifying the Tower card. And the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, so Scorpio Collective, you are starting off your reading as we recap. And World card energy to the Death card. I love to see this for you. This is, oh my goodness, hiccups, excuse me. I love to see this for you though. This is the World card to the Death. The Death card is associated with Scorpio, or Scorpio is associated with the Death card. No matter the case. This is your natural energy. This tells me that the Scorpio is ready for a change. They're ready to end something. They're ready to transform their life in one way or another. To have some sort of a glow up, possibly. I'm not sure in what area of your life per se. Maybe in this relationship, you're just done. You're just over it. You're ready to close that door and open another one. Yes, this is also transmutation. This is transformative energy of transmuting that energy, turning it into something useful, into something beautiful. It's like, I don't want to hate this person. I don't want to resent them. I don't want to, keep all that stress and anxiety all up in my body, my physical, vessel. It's going to ruin me. There's a reason they call the word dis-ease. When we keep negative energies such as stress, anger, resentment, bottled up in our body, our vessel, we cause dis-ease in the body. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to be affected by that person. So yes, the Death card talks about transmuting that pain, that anxiety, that anger, whatever you want to call it, and turning it into something beautiful. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to let this pain motivate me to transform my body. I'm going to practice painting every day, and every day that I get better, or every day that I practice painting, I'm going to get better. and it's going to allow me to release that pain, to express my emotions in such a beautiful way. Even though those emotions are technically negative, ugly, awkward, you're turning those negative, ugly, awkward emotions into something beautiful. That's transmutation. The challenge here, though, Page of Cups, is apologizing. I don't know why you need to apologize to this person. Maybe you feel like you've affected their confidence to some degree. I say that because we have Queen of Wands clarifying the Page of Cups. It's like, in the upright, these cards would say, hey, I'm sorry. I'm now confident enough to be vulnerable, to share my emotions, to keep my emotions on my sleeve. But I'm finding it challenging to apologize now, possibly because there's maybe some ego involved, possibly some ego, some arrogance. It's like, no, why would I apologize to this person? I've gained some sort of confidence, or maybe I'm feeling a lack of confidence. I feel like there's a lack of confidence for sure. This is all egoic. You know, confidence, real confidence, natural confidence doesn't come from the ego. It comes from getting out of our comfort zone, which technically the difference between intuition and wishful thinking is wishful thinking, fantasy, keeps us comfortable. Keeps us comfortable. You know, where you're ready to get out of your comfort zone, you're ready to change, you're ready to close the door on a cycle, on a chapter of your life. You're ready to get uncomfortable. So I do feel like, yes, you find it challenging to apologize, but it's the same as this person. If you and this person share the same challenge, I'm not sure how long this has been going on with you and this person, Scorpio, but it seems almost a little tit for tat ish. I don't want to apologize. That would hurt my ego. That would boost their ego. And then they do it all over again. You know? So, unless they apologize first, says the Scorpio, I'm not going to apologize. When this possibly started all because they were in a fear-based energy and then wanted to be in their own ego, when the Scorpio just wanted to give to the connection. The Scorpio possibly just wanted to give to this person, wanted to love them. And it's like, how long is this person going to be in this fear mentality of, no, I can't let the Scorpio love me? Are you kidding? I have to wear this mask. Everyone else wants me to take charge of my own life and be this masculine go-getter energy. Everyone else expects me to be in this go-getter energy, this masculine, look at me, I'm taking care of business, I'm taking charge of my own life. It's like, okay, that's fine and dandy. You can do that. You can take charge of your own life. But why are you so afraid of letting the Scorpio loving you? Or, yeah, letting the Scorpio love you. Why are you so afraid of loving the Scorpio? To some degree, I'm sure this person does care about what others think, but to what degree, I want to ask. It doesn't really say a whole lot in this reading about how much they allow others to affect their decision making. Now, this Emperor card could definitely be them wanting to take the lead, take charge in this situation, finally stepping up to the plate for the Scorpio, with the Scorpio. It's like, oh no, I miss the Scorpio. What am I ever to do? Well, first off, no one's going to come and save you. Especially if you're in this emperor energy, it's like, what? The emperor needs saving? The emperor needs saving? This type of individual, this archetype of a personality needs saving. Okay. You know, this whole time you're putting yourself in this energy and then expecting the Scorpio to come save you. Woe is me. Complaining to everyone in their environment. Why is the Scorpio not coming to save me when you're putting yourself in this energy as well? That is a weird and contradictory thing to be doing. Oh, I can handle myself, but I miss the Scorpio. But I don't want to apologize because I'm in fear-based mentality, not wanting to let the Scorpio love me. Stop being so intimidated by the Scorpio. The Scorpio isn't intimidating. You're intimidated. There's a difference. You and this person, Scorpio, and King of Cups energy, definitely it's giving, we're not in communication. We're in no contact. We're in separation. Yeah, especially with the Hermit card clarifying. I have a lot of love for this person, but I'm still in hermit mode, trying to isolate and figure out the wisdom of the situation. How do I move forward with or without this person? I can't let go of the Scorpio. What do I do? Do I keep this mask on, this facade, that I've got everything under control, and keep bottling up my emotions? Keep isolating myself from others who think I shouldn't invest in the Scorpio? Why do I care about what others think in the first place? Is this a conditioning that I was raised by these people to think and act and do certain things in a specific manner? You're just wanting to close this out, I'm sure. Wanting to have a rebirth, a change, close the door on any sort of whatever fear-based mentalities that this person might have. I'm sure with the cause and effect card that there is some change, yes, going to happen, but it might have to happen from you. This change might have to happen from you, Scorpio. I feel like maybe that's part of the wisdom that you're bringing up to the surface. I'm not sure if this person is gaining that wisdom. Like, hey, you have to create that change if you want to see some sort of change from the Scorpio towards you. Then get out of this fear mentality. What we really want out of life in general, whether we're a Scorpio or an Aquarius or a Leo or whatever sign, what we truly want out of life is on the other side of fear. It's on the other side of fear. So yes, this person has to take charge of their own life, get out of that fear-based mentality, stop stressing themselves out, and just act, which they definitely could. They definitely could step forward and crumble that tower. There was a false foundation built within this relationship. This person possibly built a foundation with you thinking that, oh, the Scorpio is just going to be impressed by this or by that. The Scorpio is superficial. Look at my car. Look at how much money I make. Look at the status that I have, the position at work that I have. I'm such a hard worker. Look at me, a boss ass dude, a boss bitch. I get shit done. It's like, okay, proud of you. I'm sure your parents are proud as well. I see you for who you are. When you come to me and ask certain questions such as, hey, should I move my office down the hall or should I keep my office here? It's like, that's definitely giving indecisive, anxious energy. I don't know what to do, Scorpio. Tell me, what should I do here? Or should I go to the music store and ask them if they have this type of camera or that type of camera or this type of microphone, that type of microphone. What should I do, Scorpio? And it's like, well, you should do it. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Do it. Just do it already. You know, if it's something you need, why are you waiting? Oh, I don't know. What if I make the wrong decision? Okay, worry about that when the time comes, though. When we cross that bridge, worry about it then. Oh, I was just kidding, though, Scorpio. I was just kidding. You know I'm in this Emperor energy. I got this. Sometimes I like to play dumb. Sometimes I just like to play dumb because that's the only time you'll ever surprise someone. Oh, wow, Emperor energy. You really got me. You surprised me there. You and your playing dumb games. You really got me. You won me over. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't see that coming. It's like, oh, you definitely could be the tower in this person's life. You definitely could be the tower in this person's life, but I do feel like they are going to do something shocking as well. I feel like they're going to come through and shock you with, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been talking to you. I'm sorry I haven't been expressing my emotions. This, and that has happened. I've gained these lessons throughout life now. I have been acting out of ego. I have been acting out of fear. And possibly losing you has been on my mind, and I don't want to have to apologize. No, I don't want to have to be vulnerable and make myself look weak in front of you. But also, I'm putting you on such an unfair advantage on a pedestal that it makes me look small. It makes me feel insecure, lacking confidence, that I don't know how to deal with that. And I'm sure if this person would have came to the Scorpio and told them that, the Scorpio would have been like, okay, well, you need to close out a cycle. The answer is this. You know, here's the answer. Here's the solution. How did I come up with that answer? How did I come up with that solution? By focusing on the solution, by focusing on the answer. When you focus on the problem, when you stress, when you worry, you're worshiping the problem. I repeat, when you stress, when you worry about the problem, you worship the problem. Therefore, the answer, the solution, is by focusing on the answer and the solution. It's all in where you put your focus on, your attention. Right? So this person, yes, definitely could hear this wisdom after meditation, possibly after going within, isolating themselves away from people and their negative opinions, their negative advice. It's like, hey, maybe I need to destroy this tower. Maybe I myself, says this person, need to create a change within myself and step up to the plate for the Scorpio and invest either as much as they have or over time, you know, invest with what I have. This is all I have, Scorpio, but I'm willing to trust that what you have is good enough as well. You know, I can only give this much. If you can give, at the very least, your minimum, then I will give my minimum. But if we're only asking for the minimum, the bare minimum, is that necessarily worth it? I'll let you all ponder on that one. You know, because if you feel like this person would be breadcrumbing you, that's one thing. If this person feels like you are breadcrumbing them, that's another thing. Maybe that's another reason why they're in this Nine of Swords energy. No, they're not giving enough. The Scorpio's not giving enough. They're not giving enough. It's like, okay, but how much have you invested into this relationship also, their Emperor energy? How much? Other than future faking and, you know, words. Ooh. Yes, those words sure taste like honey, but your actions look like shit. So I can't tell if you're really a bee or if you're a fly. Says the Scorpio, of course. I'm not talking about the Scorpio. But yes, your possible outcome could be that this person shocks you with their next actions, their next move in the next week, and they come grounded. They want to invest. They want to give resources, whether it's time, money, energy, effort, support, for sure. They definitely could be supportive. If they're smart, they'll know that, hey, I've got to get my own life together. I've got to take charge of my own life. I can't let the Scorpio be codependent on me. I'm not saying that the Scorpio would want to be codependent. The Scorpio wants to transform their own life as well. Close out a cycle where maybe they were codependent, right? So yes, if you both take charge of your own lives and then come together in a grounded manner, then that definitely could be the advice. To let that tower crumble. Let this person come in and change your mind. And take charge of your own life, your own money, your finances, your stability. That could be the advice here. To let this person make a change in this dynamic. Because I'm sure it's going to lead to some sort of either them wanting to invest or you wanting to invest more. I'm not sure how much more I'm not sure how much you've already invested in this person. It could be that this person comes in, lets the tower fall, expresses their emotions, apologizes, all that jazz. I know, wishful thinking, right? I do want to say, make sure you yourself are grounded when this person comes in. Make sure every decision you make in the next week is out of intention, is very intentional. This step in the right direction, the earth will feel. This cause, the earth will feel. Every single move, every single decision, every word you speak, every decision you make has a cause and effect. Make sure from here on out, for yes, the next week, but also for the rest of your life, that every decision you make, every thought you make, every word you speak is an intentional, because it will have an effect not only on your future, but this person's future as well. I'm not sure to what degree what you've spoken in the past put this person in fear energy. Maybe this person feels like you were fear-mongering to some degree when you were actually just speaking truth, when you was actually just, bringing this person tough love. If this person can't handle a little tough love, then, what do I say with that? We're all adults here. I'm sure we can handle criticism, constructive criticism, and if not, then our egos need to be destroyed. We need to have some sort of ego death, which there's no literal death of the ego that can ever happen. We can only become more aware of our own bullshit. And if this person is ready to be more aware of their own bullshit and let go of the ego, let go of the need to be constantly complimented and or reassured and or, they have to find that reassurance in themselves to some degree. Not all the time. Sure, reassurance and validation is needed. Even as a child, if we don't get that necessary validation from our parents, then we look for that validation in our relationships. That's possibly why this person looks for validation in their relationships in general. Maybe daddy issues, possibly, are not having a good role model in their life in general, whether it's their father, their mother. You know what I'm saying? So yes, whatever actions and or decisions you make, please be sure in the next week and for the rest of your life, technically, make sure they're very intentional. Make sure you speak before, or think before you speak. And think before you do. Not too much, though, because overthinking can be very addictive, I'm sure y'all know. But with that being said, I hope this helped. I'm going to end the reading there. I hope this was insightful to some degree. Do follow me over on TikTok, as yes, I do personal paid readings over there. But with that being said, I hope to see y'all next Thursday for another Scorpio Collective reading. Yes, much love, y'all. Take care. Have a good night.